Pokey Bear. I didn't see you there. I'm sorry. I didn't mean for the alpha to come out.
We have the entire world of information at our fingertips, and this is what runs across my screen. I just feel like we're cooked as a society. As I do was scrolling through Reddit, and I made it to the TikTok cringe subreddit, and I was looking on there and I was like, what are these videos? I was looking at them and it was like things like this, where it's like, you have to be deranged to come up with something like this. Like, what kind of attention-seeking money grab could possibly make you want to do stuff like this? And then there were other things like this, like an egg out of your mouth. Like, is this funny to some people? Like, here's the thing. I pride myself on my sense of humor. I find a ton of things funny. Like, I love The Office. I love It's Always Sunny in Philadelphia. I love Dave Chappelle. I love, I can't think of any other comedians' names off the top of my head because I don't script any of this. But I literally love all types of comedy, like sketch comedy. I literally love all kinds of stuff. It is so hard for me to wrap my head around why this stuff is funny. If it's supposed to be that, maybe it's supposed to be entertaining or something. Maybe entertaining is the right word. I'm certainly not entertained by it. And I don't know if I'm just getting older. 27, I still feel young. Like, I still feel young enough, but maybe this is like some super Gen Z. I'm technically a Gen Z, but maybe this is some super Gen Z 18 and under club that I just don't understand, like with the rest of this skibbity nonsense that's going on out here. But all that to say, I was looking on that subreddit and it was just time.
Scrolling through TikTok like we all do. So stop, listen, wait, you need to hear this. There's one rule. You could hurt me as much as you want with the truth. It's hard. Deuces.
After time.
You guys gonna make eye contact and not talk? Come on, come over here, make a U-turn, let's talk about this. How you doing? We're making eye contact, what's good?
I see that.
After time. And then some things were just flat out just gross. I've truly never seen anything like these. And it just feels like I have all this information at my fingertips. This stuff does not need to be scrolling across my screen, man. It really does not. Because what in the world is that? Maybe a TikTok ban wouldn't be too bad off this, because what? It was just straight cringe. But I was like, hold on, wait a minute, Newby, wait a minute. You're on the TikTok cringe subreddit. I said, you know what? Let me go to TikTok myself and let me see what's happening, because it's gotta be different than whatever this is. It's gotta be different, right? I said, let me log on here and let me see what's happening. I go to it and it's a completely different experience. I can't say better, because it certainly wasn't, but it was certainly different. And when I got there, I saw pandering, desperation is, I think, the word I'm looking for. Like, desperation. Like, it just seemed, ironically, coming from the up-and-comer wannabe YouTuber, just reeked of desperation. Like, I have no clue how else to describe that. Stuff I was witnessing was just odd. It just seems so dystopian in terms of, I guess it's like the hustle, trying to make it on TikTok. You gotta have these posts where it's like, one side of it is some random satisfying video and the other side you're talking about something, but on that other side there's something also above, and it was like this dopamine rush of information. You got things scrolling at the bottom, you got comments and stuff, and I was like, what? I was disoriented and a whole lot was happening. And maybe it's just me, like, I don't drink any caffeine. Like, I'm a straight water or alcohol kind of guy, like one or the other. So I'm not really up on a lot of the stimulants that can come in. So I'm not drinking a bunch of coffee or doing some Red Bull or anything like that. Like, I'm really just water and alcohol. That's what I drink 99% of the time. So I'm thinking maybe this fast-paced caffeine mindset, maybe this 5-second TikTok, 10-second TikTok, whatever it is, maybe this dopamine, like, flashing TikToks with big bold words and flashing and all that stuff. I'm thinking maybe that's just a different subset of I guess, being that I'm just not a part of, and that's okay. And I said, you know what? Maybe it's just the algorithm. They were telling me, they said, it's just your algorithm. You got to get your algorithm right, and then you'll get stuff you enjoy and things you love. And then I thought for a second, I said, hold up, wait a minute. You're telling me if I spend enough time on this app, it'll be able to conjure up perfect videos that fit my sense of humor, my interests, my whatever's gonna entertain me, like it's gonna fit that perfectly. And they're like, yeah, do it. And then I thought, just because you can, should you? Because it's like, in theory, it sounds good, like, oh my goodness, you can have TikTok and a whole bunch of fun videos are gonna pop up. And I'm thinking, is that really a good use of my time? Like, and I'm not some hyper productive, I should be doing this at this time of the day, I should be doing this at this time of the day. I can't waste any time because I'm on YouTube scrolling a lot of the times. Like I said, I get on Reddit and I be scrolling a lot of the time, but it just seems like TikTok is a whole different world when it comes to this dopamine hit, fast-paced, short attention span environment. Like, I feel like it's a completely different ball game. And I thought, do I really want to sit here and make sure this algorithm tailors to me perfectly? And I said, nah, I can't do you. But they said, okay, at least try TikTok Live. I said, TikTok Live? I said, what's on there? I pride myself on my intelligence. I pride myself on my problem-solving skills. I pride myself on my thinking skills. None of these things were able to help me decipher what is going on in TikTok Live. Not one of these things was helpful, man. So I went over. First thing I saw is a couple people on the screen doing whatever they were doing, talking about send something. And I was like, okay, that's odd. Next one, a ball running around on the screen. I said, maybe that's a dopamine thing. I don't know much about that. I said, next one, a pretty girl on the screen. I said, oh, okay, I guess people like to look at pretty girls. There's thirst traps everywhere. I said, that's nothing new. Let me go to the next one. Some ads and stuff. And I was like, okay, there's a couple ads. Maybe a guy playing video games and stuff. And I was like, okay, this is smooth, I guess, when the algorithm gets me right. Wait, what is this? Got the people on the side again and they're... Why? And here's the thing. It wouldn't be on here if there wasn't an audience for it. I can't knock the hustle, I suppose, but I certainly can knock the people funding this. But then again, maybe it's no different than regular porn, or maybe it's no different than what you can go on Reddit and get, but this is just sick. Like I said earlier, this is something dystopian. Other people, they literally just look disinterested. Like, I don't understand. They're literally just, bro, on the right, you're literally cool and doing nothing. I'm like, and people are, and by now I was figuring out, I said, okay, they're actually donating real money. I'm not sure what the currency rate is, but people are donating. It's like a competition to see who can get somebody to donate more and you win the challenge. And I'm thinking, they done gamified literally doing nothing but sending money in. What group can send money the fastest? I said, man, I might need to get in on this. I said, I might need to get on this. Soldier Boy popped across my screen. Another bouncy ball dopamine trap. And I said, hold on. At this point, I said, hold on. I think I'm starting to see the pattern that ain't nothing here for me. Ain't nothing here for me on TikTok. Best case scenario, they figure out what I like to watch. They find out my sense of humor and I get fed a bunch of nonsense that coincides with that. And I'm stuck on TikTok and my brain starts to melt. And I'm thinking, how is this any different than what Reddit does? How is this any different than what YouTube does? I don't think it is, for real. I don't think it is. I think I do a better job of regulating how much I watch on YouTube. And I think Reddit is a little less targeted because you join specific subreddits and it kind of works that way. So it's less like specific targeted, like this video is what you would actually enjoy. But I think I need to take a break. I think that's literally what that taught me. I think it teaches me I literally need to take a break from whatever world that was. I don't want to be a part of it. Whatever world I'm in where I'm spending hours a day on Reddit. Like, my screen time was absolutely insane. I downloaded an app literally earlier today to see how many times I picked up my phone. And today was a day where I locked in. Like, I locked in and got a lot of work done. And I know I probably touched my phone 100 plus times a day, like addicted to it, like addicted to picking it up and doing things. And the dopamine that's coming from this is not far off of the dopamine that I could have got from TikTok, scrolling through that and seeing a bunch of bouncing balls and thirst traps. So that being said, I'm going to take a hiatus from social media in general, because I think it truly could just be some sort of poison that's poisoning my brain or something like that. And I want to see, without it, if I have any realizations about my life in general. I don't know. Maybe it'll be a waste of my time. Maybe I'll find myself missing social media. I don't know what's to come of it, but I'll catch up with y'all next week on my findings. I don't know if a week's going to be long enough for me to really come up with any true epiphanies or anything, but we'll see. And the thing is I'm really just at a point in my life. I'm trying to think of what's actually serving me, what's providing me with things that are helping me move forward towards my goals or realize more about myself or my relationships and things like that. And it feels like TikTok certainly ain't going to be it. I don't think YouTube and Reddit are it. And I feel like the amount of time that I spend solely on those things literally surpasses any amount of time that I put towards my self-development or any sort of goal. So I think that's one thing I can improve. This YouTube channel has helped a little bit as far as my hobbies and things I like to do. Like, that's cool. It's cool and I like it. And it keeps me kind of accountable in terms of I want to post this every week, and every week I want it to be vaguely about self-improvement and how, you know, I can improve those relationships in my life or my hobbies and things like that. So all that to be said, that's what I'm going to be doing over the next week, and hopefully I can come up with some sort of epiphanies or something like that. I don't know. We'll see, but I think that's it. I'll catch you on the next one, man. So stay safe out here.